Hello and welcome to Goa 365 Story Behind the Story. We have had a rash of robberies, accidents, thefts and various issues connected with law and order, as well as some self accidents, some on the road. So we decided to sit with to call people who are in power, in opposition, one of our reporters as well as a former top cop in Goa, to discuss this issue, probably the reasons why this is happening. So I would like to introduce our panel. Some have been with us many times, some new. So I would like to first start with Sidharth Kunkolienkar, former MLA and BJP spokesman. Sidharth Babu,
Namaskar.
welcome to our show. Second, Sankalp Amonkar, he is the deputy leader of opposition, MLA of Vasco.
Yes.
Sankalp, welcome to our show. Vincent Rosario is a reporter with us. I think probably all have seen him. He reports on most of the highways and lots of these issues which happens. Vincent, welcome. And last but not the least, tough cop. He was known as a tough cop. A lot of people knew him all over as a very tough cop. Mahesh Gaonkar, retired SP. Mahesh Babu, welcome to our show. Now Mahesh Babu has been the first time on our show. Sidharth and Sankalp, good friends. They have been on our regulars on our show. Sidharth Babu, I will give you an opportunity to start first. Though normally it is, I will give you because you are government. And
Yes.
I'm sure there has been a lot of flack on what has been happening on the past. Sudden spurt. Suddenly, I don't know, we don't know what exactly is the scene.
Yes, I agree. I mean, there has been a rise in the crime and spate of robberies. Some murders have taken place. Serious accidents have taken place. But I'm also on a positive note saying that the Goa police are doing their job in unearthing these crimes. They have almost, I think, come to some conclusion or the other and arrested the culprits in almost 87% of the cases. And that's a very good figure to say. And one thing which I want to stress is that we are doing our best. It is now also the citizens who need to contribute to the citizen policing, and we all need to put our efforts together to stop all this spate of robberies and spate of crimes.
Sankalp Babu, what do you feel? Is this the way Sidharth is saying, chalta sarke bare chalta, भिवपाची गरज ना, आता ते CMांची ते सारखे statement झालं, or is there some, because my issue is not detection, I am not such an issue with it, but the thing is, धोता भितर में ना, they come out immediately and then परत whole thing, ती बिरात ना पोलिसाची, is what the common person feels. I will get Vincent more on this, but I don't know, you as opposition, what do you have to say on what Sidharth has said?
See, today आयच्या टायमा भितर आख्खे आमचे गोंयकार जे आसा पळय, गोंयकार हेज लॉस्ट द फेथ ऑन द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिट्युएशन. आयज ए गव्हर्मेंटान हेज बीन अ टोटल फेलियर टू मेंटेन द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर. आयज तूं पळोवपाक गेलो जाल्यार जे क्रायम रेट्स, स्पेशली द मर्डर्स, रेप्स, थेफ्ट, रॉबरीज जे वाडलेले आसा पळय, अशें आमी केन्नाच गोंयांत पळोवं नासले. आयच्या टायमार इतली केसीस वाडलेली आसा. The way the police are doing their job, I will appreciate them because they are doing their job. But I सुद्धा ते आपले काम करता असताना गव्हर्मेंट जस्ट टू आपल्या वयले तकले वयले काडपाक लागून पुलिसांचेर घालून सोडटा. जी मेजर केस असता ते केसीन समज निकाल येना जाल्यार ते PI काडटा आनी सस्पेंड करता. कसलो एक इश्यू जालो, PI DYSP सस्पेंड जालो, तो इश्यू काबार, मागीर तेजेर कोणें काय उलोवप ना. So these police are been used by this government and they are made as a scapegoat. And तांकां कसलो इश्यू जालो, फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुका घेवपाक जालो आमच्या वास्कोचो ते रॅली, रिलिजियस रॅली काडलेली तेन्ना थंयसर इश्यू जालो आनी थंयसर आमचो DYSP आसलो आनी PI आसलो. दे वर मेड स्केपगोट. तांकां काडले आनी थंयसर सस्पेंड केले. आमचो कलंगूटचो PI रापोस आसलो, नेल्सन रापोस. सो तेन्ना थंयसर एक इश्यू जालो, त्या हॉटेलाचो इश्यू, अटॅक जालो थंयसरचो. दे वर सॉल्विंग द केस. फक्त प्रेशर बिल्ड जालो, पॉलिटिकल इंटरफरन्स इतले जावपाक लागला. काडटा आनी PI सस्पेंड करता. थंयसर PI केलो, इन्स्पेक्टर, सब इन्स्पेक्टराक केलो, कॉन्स्टेबलाक केलो, तो इश्यू थंड. So this government is not taking the responsibility on them. Actually, it is a responsibility of the government to maintain this law and order, which has gone out of their hand. एंड दे डोंट बिकॉज ही जी केसीस जावपाक लागलेली आसा मॅक्सिमम केसीस जी मर्डर रेप केसीस आमचे गोंयकार कोण इन्वॉल्व ना दिस आर द आउटसायडर जे येता
That I don't agree with you or CM on this, but just anyway we will talk on that
जे आमचे
later.
आउटसायडर्स येता आमकां तेंचे कडेन कांयच ना हांव तुका पयलीची गजाल सांगता तुका पयलीची गजाल आमची वास्कोची मर्डर केस जाला घरान मर्डर जालो वचून तेच्या बावड्याच्या घरान बसून तेका एका मनशान मारलो आनी तो नाच जालो त्या मनशा वांगडा तो भोंवतालो तेका कोणूच त्या वाड्यावयलो वळखना हांव सुद्दां वळखना त्या मनशाक आमी तेका CCTVचेर तेका फोटो मेळलो आसा आयज तो थंयचलो आख्खे गोल्ड तेंचे घेवन पयशे घेवन टोटल वेनिश जालो आयज तो खंयसरूच डिटेक्ट जायना आयडेंटिफाय करपाक मेळना जाल्लो आसा सो इट इज नॉट डेट आमचे बाबा बट मॅक्सिमम जी केसीस आसा ते अशे जावपाक लागले आसा आनी हेंची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कोण घेतलो जे गोंयकार येता हांगा रावता तेंचे सादे पुलीस क्लियरन्स जायना लोक तांकां रेंटाक दिता सो ही खंय तरी गव्हर्मेंटाची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आसा हे आमकां खंय तरी जाग्यार घालपाचें आसा त्याच प्रमाणे आमचे सिटीजन्स आनी आमचे गोंयकारांची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आसा बाबा कोणाकूय रेंटाक दिता कित्याक दिता जाल्यार बाबा खंय तरी तेंचेर बाबा पुलीस क्लियरन्स घेवन तेंचे आख्खे ID प्रूफ घेवन प्लस तेंचो बाबा एग्रीमेंट मारून तांकां खंय तरी भाड्याक दिवपाचें हे स्टँड लोकांनी
Yeah, we'll come to that later. I'll let you reply to that. But Vincent, what do you feel? Is this so simple?
No, actually, what how can I believe that what is said? The police is doing their good job, and some other cases, police's pressure. Police is capable to work.
There's a difference. Capable and doing.
Yeah, the both. They are this good in working if they don't have a political pressure. So with the political pressure, they have to change their system of working.
Okay.
Now, another police capable for anything.
I will agree with the capable part, and I will also agree because I have been working pretty closely with
Now,
like Mahesh
for
Gaonkar.
example,
capable and जाणा कितें चलता that I agree. Police सगळे खबर आहा. That is one point I agree.
If they don't get any political pressure, if you आता तुका सांगपाचें म्हणल्यार फाटले तर 10 वर्सांच्या फाटले 12 years back आता स्टार्ट जाला तो प्रॉब्लम सेम 12 years back सेम प्रॉब्लम जातालो एट द टायम ऑफ काँग्रेस रुलींग
रवी टाइम
सो सेम हे जाताले ऑल हे ड्रग्स नको हे मर्डर हे सगळे हे सो तेन्ना लोकांनी हें कितें केल्लें आनी हें नाका कित्याक तितून सगळेच ते सिनियर हे आहा आनी ते लोकांनी ताका उडयलेले सो आतां द सेम इफ यू सी इट the same people are back to BJP. So that what I got feedback from your people. As a reporter,
political pressure येऊन जाय.
This what I feel political pressure is there on police.
Okay. Now before I go to Sidharth, I will Mahesh Babu, तुम्ही कितें म्हणटा? See, I am one statement. I am making on record. Police knows whatever is happening in the smallest gully. One. Second thing, police capable of handling law and order. That you cannot disagree with me because I am sure you will agree. But next level, आता तुम्ही सांगा.
See, there are two issues.
Sorry.
One is for us, law and order means this morchas, demonstrations, and all this, wherein people move in the rallies or in groups. That is law and order. And crime, if we talk about crimes, what we call as murders and HBTs and robberies, what he said. See, no doubt there is a little increase in crime suddenly, and there may be various reasons to this. And you just can't hold police responsible for that. See, proudly I can say, and I would appreciate those officers who have detected all these cases. See, normally, while detecting cases, you come to know whether this case can be detected or there is any chance or at least some fragment is left for police to move on. Now, just because you referred to the case from Vasco, I will tell you. A person from the house moves with a stranger and the crime happens, the stranger disappears. Now, luckily, police have managed to get certain clues of this person, and I am sure police will detect this case. And as a police officer, I will tell you, it's a great pleasure to detect a case. We always took it as a pleasure, and as a victory when we detect that case. And second victory when we get conviction in that case.
That is the point.
So it is never that police will remain relaxed. I will tell you, I worked right from as in charge of the police station till the superintendent of police. But I will tell you, as the in charge of police station at PIS level, it is like in your small kingdom, your police station jurisdiction. And if any crime happens in your jurisdiction, it is sort of insult to you. And more days you keep it undetected, you are more under pressure. And whenever during crime conferences, you cannot talk to your superiors eye to eye because you have kept cases undetected. And we cannot say that system has collapsed. Definitely not. I'll tell you, Goa is one of the safest state in the country, and I am 100% sure. I have analyzed this data. The criminals who commit crimes in Goa, 90% of them are non-Goans. 90% of them. And now we were speaking about this tenant verification, beat policing and all, wherein we go house to house for verification. Now tell me, who is letting these houses or giving these houses on rent to these strangers? Is it not the responsibility of the house owner to give particular his details and fill those forms and give it to the police station and check whether it has been entered and not? Why can't they do that?
Yes.
See, I expect people to do these things. Don't believe in strangers. Nowadays, I am still worried about this, these courier people who come due to this online marketing.
And the Swiggy,
Yeah, I see so many people entering our colony, knocking any door, and definitely we should switch over to those door systems like in Mumbai, where they have those two gates, one steel gate, wherein you can take the parcels in and make the payments. We are, we Goans, we are big-hearted people, we open the house straight away for any person and exchange the money and take the parcels. There I get scared. I've been telling my neighbors to avoid this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this, secondly, there is a law under section 188. Every house owner is bound to give the information about the tenant.
I know, but that is something which is difficult.
Yes. Coming to what Sankalp said, yes, there is a political pressure. There is political pressure on the police to crack the cases, to crack the whip. And I am very proud to say that Goa police is doing their job well. Like Mahesh Bab said, yes, it's every police inspector works very hard to prevent crimes. And which crimes can be prevented? What is organized crimes? See, there are two sectors in the criminals also. One is the organized sector, the mafia, and one is unorganized, where it just happens at the spur of the moment or it's unplanned. Organized was when what Vincent referred. Before 2012, when there was a Congress government.
The protectors, I know you're talking about.
Protectors, there was Scarlet killing murder case, unsolved till today. Drugs were eaten by ants, unsolved. I don't know how high the ants were, but drugs were eaten by ants. Minister murdering his girlfriend during Congress time. Cricket scam, fake ticket scam. Even SBI chairman was lathi charged in that. These were all, the Goa was moving towards organized crime, mafia during Congress time. And this was prevented by Goans. गोंयकारांनी त्यांना खोट मारली म्हणून आयज आम्ही खूप बरे आसा. महेश बाबान जे म्हणलें की गोवा इज द सेफेस्ट प्लेस, आय विल सेकंड हिम. देयर वॉज रेन ऑफ टेरर, मायनिंग एरिया, इट वॉज फुल ऑफ क्राइम्स. कोणाचे ट्रक ना जाताले, कोणाक खबर नासतले. ट्रक सोडून दी, डंपाचे डंप, डोंगराचे डोंगर रातीच्या राती ना जाताले. आणि मिनिस्टराक जाय परते तशेंच येताले, डोंगराचे डोंगर. हो ऑर्गनायज क्रायमाचेर गोंय पाविल्लो, त्या पावण्यार आशिल्लो गोंय. थंयच्यान साल्वार करून आयज गोवा इज वन ऑफ द सेफेस्ट प्लेसेस इन द वर्ल्ड, नॉट इवन इंडिया, इन द वर्ल्ड. आय एम प्राउड टू से इट, एंड आवर कॉप्स आर डूइंग देयर जॉब. They are sincerely doing their job.
Yeah, but don't you think that like the young kids of today don't get scared of the police today?
See, I frankly believe police are no.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'll just before Mahesh answers it, Mahesh will answer it professionally. But as a citizen, I will say that the police are not to be feared. They are our friends. They are just like us. We have to respect them. It is not the fear which will be there.
Fair enough.
See, I should have a respect for the uniform, and I think Yes, I mean the youngsters, every पिळगी एक generation जे जाता तांकां ते परत तकलेन घालचे पडटा आनी घालपाक जाय. Police are quite capable of doing it and they are doing the job.
Mahesh Bab, you answer because I want to have a few.
It has come down right from the Britishers' time. People were scared of British police, then thereafter Portuguese police, because they were not as friends, they were like foes. They were trying to suppress and oppress the society. So today it's not the situation. I will tell you, we had drives to go close to the society. We had melas, we had open gatherings where we had open discussions. Public could ask us questions. We tried to explain them how we work and how we should work in coordination with society. So believe me that we have been struggling to go close to the public. And
I fully endorse this
better repo. You know, when I was a PI also, I recollect we had several meetings.
No, Mahesh Bab, I agree with you. And I also disagree with you. Why? I'll tell you. Now, I remember the time when you were PI.
Yeah.
I remember the time. We were, I think, just cub reporters at that time. Mahesh Gaonkar come and people were today PI comes, you don't even know if there's a PI coming in your this or no. I'll tell you why. Now you find people, youngsters, bikes roaming around. Now it's become like European style. Everybody roams in shorts and t-shirt with so many, no helmet, phone in the ear. You're riding, you go left side, right side, middle of the road, Chalta.
I feel, you know, people.
Yeah, wait, not over. So you pass, cops are there. Cops see them. Okay, what? They are too busy giving helmet allowance.
Yeah.
Are? So obviously they know, I'm Chitre. I will not go, I'm on because I will not go further. But the thing is, that time, no. This is what I mean. Now you go in, forget about cities. Cities, there is a strong presence. Obviously, you will find all ministers and all. No cop can fool around. Go in the villages. Go and see. No, that fear is not there. One. Second thing, now colonies are there. Today, huge gated colonies are there. Now this, I remember during that Kashyap's time, during your time, all that time, your beat cops used to come to the colonies, tell them, close, don't. Now they don't come. Now I am living in the same colony, I think more than 10 years. Okay, now, I mean, people know me, I think, little bit at least. Nobody has come and met me. And in that area, I have complained to the PIs and all because there was drinking going on, this X, Y, Z in various areas. I stay very close to the Talika MLA's house. Not there. So this somewhere, see, during a time, like when Manohar Babu was there, everything had started. I know for a fact. I'm sure you know what used to happen at that time, that thing, that proactive. He used to personally call, I remember, why this is happening? Go and check. I remember I had complained to him once in Miramar when people were cooking and eating on the road. They were asking this guy. Next day, all your chiefs were there, catching these fellows with cylinders and what. So that I feel is slowed down something because probably police are busy with other things.
One more thing, Glenn, what needs to happen also is the awareness about our own responsibility.
That is there. The youngsters don't have that
I'll
awareness.
cite you my personal experience. There was a group of youngsters, including girls and boys, drinking on the road and creating nuisance. The residents called the cops. The cops came. The girl amongst that group went ahead and threatened the cop. There was no lady police, of course, with them.
And nights
it was a response to the call of the senior citizens from the Miramar area. And when the girl goes and speaks very arrogantly to a police, and then somebody
That's what I'm saying.
Today's social media, everybody will blame the cops for misbehaving, for no fault of his. So I think it is a society also which needs to be sensitized, and I think the media can play a very vital role in this.
Absolutely.
Like he said, the rent, when we give rooms on rent. Now, are we finding out the background of the person to whom we are renting? It is, sometimes it is a criminal which stays next to us, next to our family.
You don't even know.
Yeah, like Mahesh said that a person was roaming with a stranger and stranger murdered him and now he's disappeared. Now, what have cops got to do with that? Can they prevent somebody moving around? Our ever vigilant citizens will start questioning the freedom given by our constitution. And who are the cops to question us? That is a question which comes to everybody's mind. But yes, I mean, the society also has to live up to its own responsibilities. आमी आमचे sensibility, आमी sensible जावपाक जाय. We have to also be law abiding citizens and we have to be vigilant. That is more important.
Sankalp.
See, coming back to the topic, we will not divert the topic to some other things. So, I don't want to divert the topic. As everybody said over here. So, whatever this law and orders is a real, genuine problem right now in Goa. All are facing. We cannot have this blame game on each other. But I still want to say, because the way Sidharth Bab has said now, today, that time the way he said it was an organized drug mafias and all, but it was limited. Today I will tell you, in reality, these drugs, ganja, our sir will also agree with me, has reached to each and every gully. It has gone to the gullies of each and every place. I can tell you so much of example I can give you. There have become, earlier there were only some wholesaler or some people who used to sell drugs and the ganjas. Today it has come to the gully. Everywhere, nook of the gully will find this ability of these drugs and ganjas, where our new generation is going towards it. We'll feel sad for this, what is happening. And this is actually the right time for this government to crack down on all this, to stop this. Earlier we used to say, okay, this drugs and all is made only for this high class tourist who comes to Goa, they want to enjoy. But now our own Goans have been affected with this. The way our Sidharth Bab mentioned about the Scarlet case, today I will say that our Siddhi Naik case, अजून पर्यंत जे त्याचे मर्डर झालेलो, रेप झालेलो, कितें झालेले अजून पर्यंत जे खंयसूच येना. त्या फॅमिली स्टील क्राईंग. हांव त्यांच्या फॅमिलीक कमीत 3दा तरी मेळ्ळा वचून, बिकॉज वी हॅड गॉन टू हेल्प दॅट केस बाबा एटलीस्ट सॉल्व जातालो. अजून पर्यंत खंयसूच क्रॅकडावन जायना, तेजे कितेंच सोल्युशन येना. बिकॉज खंय तरी अशें दिसपाक येयला तेजे फाटल्यान खंय तरी पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर असल्या कारणान, कोण तरी इनवॉल्व असल्या, कोणाचे तरी रिलेटिव्ह खंयसर क्लोजली एसोसिएट असल्या कारणान हे जाल्लेलें आसा. So this type of crime, organized crime, the way Sidharth Bab has told during mining times, still it is happening now. Organized crime, the Adani is the main crime for us in Goa. Adani जो झाला एन फुडें तो कोल आसा पळय, इट इज बिकमिंग अ ऑर्गनायज्ड क्रायम. आमच्या गोंयांत जो कोल येतालो 6 metric ton annually येतालो. These people has taken to 18 metric tons annually. जेन्ना ताका पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डान तांकां फक्त 10 million metric tons हँडल करपाक दिला. अँड CM had made on the फ्लोराचेर हावजान ताणें सांगलेलें की आय विल रिड्यूस इट टू 50%. बट आयज हेंची इतली दादागिरी चल्ला ही अडानीची आमच्या मुर्मगांव पोर्टान, आनी फुडें जे डबल ट्रॅकिंग जावपाचें आसा पळय तेजे भितर हो कोल हब जातलो आनी हे व्हडले ऑर्गनायज क्रायम जातले आमच्या गोंयकारांक लागून. सो हेजे लागून हांव तुमकां सांगपाक सोदता की आमचो मेन फोकस आसूंक जाय आमच्या गोंयकारांक लागून, आमचे फुडले जनरेशनाक लागून. हेज्या लागून आमकां मागता गव्हर्मेंटाक, आनी आमी तितलेच रिस्पॉन्सिबल आहा. वी ऑल आर इक्वली रिस्पॉन्सिबल हियर सिटींग ओवर हियर. बाबा आमचो खंय तरी हातभार लागून हे लॉ अँड ऑर्डर सिच्युएशन्स आसा आनी स्पेशली द क्रायम्स वॉट इज हॅपनिंग खंय तरी बाबा हे अंडर कंट्रोल येवंक जाय.
Yeah, I totally agree.
म्हाका दिसता Sankalp has reached legislators post after a lot of struggle, and I think ताणे सांगिल्ले प्रमाणे सगळे जाणांनी मिळून करपाक जाय.
I agree.
See, law and order is not his responsibility, my responsibility, only police or media responsibility.
Yes.
Everybody has to chip in. All citizens have to chip in.
I agree. Vincent Bab, sorry to keep you out of this.
सरान सांगला ते फर्स्ट. सरान सांगला सो दे हॅव टू बी मोर फ्रेंडली विथ द पीपल. पूण कंपेर करीत जाल्यार आतां सराच्या टायमार PI बा आसले तेजो बॅच बा, त्या वक्तार आमी एक स्कूल स्टुडंट इस्कॉलाक वचपाचे, पूण तेन्ना व्हडलो हे आहलो गांवकार येयलो भिताले, गांवकार आसलो भिताले. That is my point. आता कितें हांव अशें
तेन्ना ते महेश गांवकाराच्या हाताक भिताले.
ना तेंची सिस्टम ना, तेंची सिस्टम सांगता साहेब तूं म्हाका बरें जाल्यार बरें सांग.
Respect was there.
तेंची सिस्टम कितें आसली न्हू, तेंची सिस्टम कितें आसली न्हू, तुका धरलो तूं कोणूय जावं, पयले ते हाडटाले तुका आनी हापायताले, आनी मागीर तर कोणूय पॉलिटिशियनाचो फोन येयलो तांकां आफ्टर मारून बा येयलो फोन. तेंची सिस्टम आसली. हांव जाणा तेंचे पर्सनल तेंचे थोडे कलीग इज माय फ्रेंड. सो तेंचे हे जाता अरे सर तुझो मनीस तो म्हाका खबरच ना पूण पयलो सद्या एका मळ पडलो मार तो आमी दुसरे पाट कोण ना तो जाणा दुसरे पाट गांवकाराच्या हातीक पडलो पयलो मार पडटलो आपणाक नाल्यार गांवकार काडटलो आनी तेका सांगतलो तूं पळय आं PSI पयलो तूं पेट दी तेका मागीर आपूण पळयता सो दॅट वॉज द सिस्टम सारकें नालो
कितें आसा तेन्ना मोबायल नाशिल्ले
ना एक्झॅक्टली हांव जाणा एकलो ऑफिसर तेन्ना फोन आसलेच ऑफिसर एकलो फोन काढलो सकल धरलो आपण फोन डेड केलो कातरलो आणि एका पे फोनाचेर येयलो आणि कॉल करतालो स्पेशली पुलीस स्टेशनाचे फोन सोडून तो जाण आपणाक येतली जाल्यार फकत आतां वायरलेस मेसेज येतली आपणाच्या सिनियराची पॉलिटिशियनाचो फोन येवचो ना दे वे युजींग दीस सिस्टम आता लागून त्यांच्यानी करूंक जाता फोन काढ आणि बेगान दवर
नाही कोणाक
I don't think, see, there is no need to apopak. What I'm saying is respect. See, for example,
that they used to get a respect.
Yeah, for example, no, not necessary. Sorry, but I cannot subscribe to this. Yeah, so my point is, sorry, excuse me.
Now, next thing I want to tell this. What he said? To colony गेलो म्हणून कोणी चढ आता व्हिडिओ करता ते बेश्टी व्हिडिओ करना 90% I tell you त्यांच्या फाटल्यान बॅकिंग कोणी पुढे असता political backing 90% there is a political backing.
This is happening mostly because of आम्ही आता डिस्कस करता police should be friendly. I feel that police should not be friendly.
Yeah,
I feel that there should be a fear.
Yes,
there should be a fear of the police. Because why there should be a fear? Otherwise, this new generation will take police for granted.
They are already
They should be friendly also.
They should be totally fear. Fear should be there.
We'll go
the way we said, I mean, Gaonkar, Sarak, because I also know
Sankalp, let's go for a small break. I will come back from the other side and then we'll continue the discussion. Yeah. Thanks. And now we'll be going in for a short break and we'll see you on the other side.